Hey guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I am Toddy One Skip. Welcome back to my channel. Guys, thank you again for allowing me to be part of your day. There's so many of you and there's only one of me, so it's because of you. We have a great community. I see people write in the chat, in the comments all the time, how nice it is, how our community is so good. And that's truly because of you guys, so I really appreciate that. You guys bring out the best in me. Guys, seriously, that is serious though. Guys, serious. Let's talk a little bit about Gypsy Rose. Half of you want me to go on about Gypsy Rose. The other half are so sick of Gypsy Rose. But, you know, Gypsy Rose, I found out, I was watching Down the Rabbit Hole. Was it Down the Rabbit Hole at bedtime, is it? There's a lot of different Down the Rabbit Holes. I'll go ahead and put her link up there, or her channel. But it's Down the Rabbit Hole, and she was talking about how many times Gypsy Rose had reached out to somebody while she was in prison and how she used people. And what's confused me, which is fine, is Katie, I think her name is Katie, from Down the Rabbit Hole, is she saying what I hope she's saying? Like, now she's realizing Gypsy Rose, like, there might be 10% good and maybe 90% not so good, where before I kind of got the idea that it was the other way around. So maybe something has happened where she has finally seen, and a lot of you haven't come to see, you keep using, well, she was abused, she didn't know any better, That's only if you listen to her side of the story. Guys, those of you that are on the fence, not 100% sure, what if DeeDee was alive? What if DeeDee survived the attack and DeeDee said, what if DeeDee was in a coma, okay, and survived the attack and woke up and had a memory of what happened? And she said to you guys, I didn't abuse her. You know, what happened was, yes, we took advantage of some medical fraud, and I wanted to live a certain life, and Gypsy wanted to live a certain life, and this was something we did together. And as Gypsy got older, she became impossible for me to care for, so I told her to leave. And the night that I thought she was leaving, she turned around and attacked me. So if DeeDee said that, would you still believe Gypsy 100%? My point is, we're believing Gypsy because she's the only one talking. And what I'm trying to get you guys to consider is, this was maybe an alibi. 50% of you guys are like, there's more than 50% of you, to be honest. But obviously, there's many people that are still finding excuses. So if DeeDee was alive and told you what I said, I mean, you guys know that inside of that house, there was nothing that showed any kind of restraints. The medication wasn't being used. The next surgery wasn't even coming. The last surgery was 4 years ago, to 2015. And now there's things coming out that they were finding out. They were going to start investigating them for fraud. I mean, she was going to start being held accountable. So, you know, this could have even had taken place to get her out of that situation. But nobody is on the other end speaking. And because of that, we're only believing one side of the story. How is that possible? There are so many crimes. And a lot of times, the only person speaking is the deceased. Why did we give up on DeeDee so quickly? Because somebody gave an alibi of Munchausen by proxy. This was one of the greatest crimes, I gotta tell you. That's my opinion. She did 8 years for masterminding something that Manson got life for. And the guy that she gave all the information to do it to talked her into doing it. We found out just recently that she told him that she lost a baby because of her mom. And there's proof that he kept saying, I don't want to do this, you know, let's just go. And there's still those people that feel bad for Gypsy. help me understand why. There's no proof anything happened to her. There's surgeries. But if you believe in the medical records, I mean, you got to believe in something. So what are you going to believe in? Okay? The medical records show that there's some chromosome disorder. Okay? I don't know if there's a chromosome disorder or not. I think that half of the stuff that's written down, she never got as far as those surgeries go. And the other half, I think, were minor surgeries that she perhaps needed for comfort or whatever. You know? I think that, she just beat the hell and used that Ryan. She just used him. And with us keep believing the fact that she's a victim, it's now going to other people. You're believing she's a victim because of what you think happened with her mom, and now it's like Ryan is paying for that. When's it going to stop? I'm not a fan of Ken's. I'm not a fan of anybody's that. First of all, Ken, tell yourself whatever you want. She was a married woman. You could have waited for her to actually get the damn divorce. I mean, you couldn't wait. And we're to believe that you're just friends? Yeah, friends would have even waited. Babe, let me just be there on the phone for you. Like, I think I'm going to screw you up in your thoughts and everything anyway. Like, it's just, guys, you don't leave a relationship to jump into another one. That's not a healthy thing to do. Gypsy, her behavior has shown that she has learned absolutely nothing since what happened to her mom happened to her mom. And I got a question, the act. I'm beginning to think the act wasn't the crime, but the act was the whole rigmarole. The whole shebang was an act, including Gypsy's. Because Gypsy is the actress in this whole rigmarole right here. Gypsy is the actress in this show. But the problem is she can't read her lines right or can't remember them. And she's hurting people in the process. And we keep believing it because some of us are buying into, she was abused. Her mom. Says who? Guys, that's what's got me more than anything is I guess if you keep quiet and I find that even when you're, alive and well, if there's people talking smack about you, that if you keep quiet, people believe the smack. Where, years ago, it was just different. It seems like anything could become real anymore if you want to believe it, right? That's really sad in this situation. As we progress with technology, we get stupider here. I think so. Guys, tell me what you think. Oh, by the way, is it true? Is it true that Gypsy booted Ryan off the reality show that they were doing together? Well, why does she have the power she has? Who's giving it to her, and how do we get it from her? We need to get it and throw it in the garbage. It's dangerous. Her power is dangerous, guys. Tell me what you think. Comment in the comments. I do. Guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I so appreciate you. Have a wonderful day, a wonderful night. Whenever I'm with you, it's always great. I hope that I gave you some food for thought. I hope something resonates, and as you think about it and the day or night progresses, you can reflect on it, and it's a positive thing. Don't forget, be better today than you were yesterday, not half as good as you'll be tomorrow. Never, ever, ever, ever be Gypsy Rose Blanchard, Ken Urker, any of the Blanchards. Just be yourself, guys, and be kind. Thanks. Like, subscribe, and share. Please, I heard it matters.